Welcome everybody to Delta Dental Park at Headlock Field here on this sunny Tuesday afternoon. This game is featuring the visitors from Scarborough and your Deering Rams. Both teams are coming into this game at different points in the season. Scarborough coming in undefeated and Deering struggling here in the last 3 games.
Yeah, it's definitely a tale of two teams, and it's just a matter of experience and not much else. In baseball, experience, amount of playing time, and all of that can play into it. And sometimes you have better pitching, but it's not for lack of effort on the part of any team, especially Deering. They've just had a tough season.
Yeah, especially in their last game against Gorham. They lost 20-1. And it doesn't get any easier against this Scarborough team. This Scarborough team has not allowed more than 2 runs in any of their games. And so it's going to be one of those. Deering's got to play some really great defense. The pitches have to go over the plate, and if Scarborough makes contact, they're just going to have to make the right plays at the right time.
Well, and that gets to your point. I mean, Deering is going to have to play as perfect a game as humanly possible in a game that's imperfect, because you don't know where the ball's going to go. You don't know what the wind's going to do. But they have to play at 110% today and hope for the best.
Yeah, that's the great thing about baseball, is that as long as you make contact with the ball, it can go anywhere on the field. It has less predictability than the other sports. And so Deering has to just take one play at a time against this Scarborough team. But we'll see. I mean, anything can happen in the world of sports. That's the great thing about sports, is it's not predictable. But we'll see if Deering can climb that mountain against this Scarborough team, or if Scarborough continue to stay undefeated. And we'll be back for the national anthem and player lineups.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask that you please rise as we honor America and those who protect her with the playing of our national anthem.
And here we go as Deering warms up on the field. The Scarborough starting lineup, leading off in center field, number 12, Cam Wellman. At second base, number 15, Finn Coburn. At third base, number 1, Matthew Filona. Catching is number 20, Caden Carroll. Today's DH is number 23, Kason Sear. At first base, number 19, Ryan Sugars. At shortstop, number 17, Cam Dugan. In right field, number 22, Noah Magliozzi. In left field, number 13, Joe Donahue. And today's starting pitcher for Scarborough is number 2, Cam Dean. And here we go for the top of the first. Cam Wellman will lead things off for Scarborough. Hits the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
That's a good start.
Tavian Latour on the mound for Deering.
And the second pitch was Bob Euchre.
It's fouled. It's a 1-2 count.
And the Red Sox are playing the Brewers right now, and Bob Euchre was there for so many years and will be missed.
That one's hit high into left field. And Finn Ridge is there to get the first out.
The second baseman, number 15, Finn Coburn.
Finn Coburn at the plate with one away. Just missing the plate. That one hits the outside part of the plate for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. Latour favoring that outside part of the plate.
Well, and as we saw with that first batter who got just underneath it.
That's over the plate for strike 2. It's a 3-2 count. And that one's hit to DeWeaver and couldn't quite get it into his glove. So Coburn reaches on an error.
The third baseman, number 1, Matthew Filona.
Matthew Filona at the plate.
Keep our eye on the runner.
That's over the plate for strike 1.
Yeah, you're right, Seth. He's a sharpshooter tonight on that outside corner.
Check on Coburn. That one's hit to DeWeaver, and it's a line drive. And that dipped just as it was getting to his glove.
Yeah, that was definitely a knuckleball out there. It looked like a line drive, and you're right. At the last second, it just dropped.
The catcher, number 20, Caden Carroll.
So I guess the pitcher throws a curveball in, and then the batter does a slider out to shortstop.
That's over the plate for strike 1. Caden Carell at the plate. That one's hit between third and short. Coburn being sent around and scores. So Scarborough on the board.
I had zoomed into the plate. The ball get cut off and not get thrown in. I didn't see it.
The designated hitter, number 23, Kason Sear.
Kason Sear at the plate. Still 2 on. Up high for ball 1. In the dirt for ball 2. Down low for ball 3. And that hits the inside part of the plate for strike 1. And both players steal. Throw down is in time. Miles Lawrence placed that right into Bouchard's glove, right on the bag.
I mean, you couldn't have done that any better. And he's got quite the arm behind the plate. We've seen him throw out players all over the field.
And ball 4 for Sear. It's going to put 2 on again.
And you know, you couldn't have done that play any better. Nice, beautiful throw right at the feet of the runner sliding in. And it was bang, bang, you're out.
Ryan Shugars at the plate. Ball in the dirt for ball 2. It's fouled. Two and 1 count. That one curved right over.
That's just what he needed. That was beautiful.
It's a 2 and 2 count. 2 away. And it's outside for ball 3. So full count. Runners will be off on the pitch. And
Ooh.
just missing the plate.
Whoa.
And that didn't miss by much.
Yep. Unfortunately, we gave the square box stat tracker the night off, so.
That one curved over. Cam Dugan at the plate. That one's hit foul. And swing and a miss for strike 3. And Deering gets out of the inning, only allowing 1 run.
Yeah, I mean, Scarborough helped them. They ran into an out.
And so after half an inning complete, it's Scarborough 1, Deering coming up. And as Scarborough warms up in the field, Deering's starting lineup. Leading off at second base, number 27, Yadier Lorda Flores. Pitching is number 5, Tavian Latour. Behind the plate is number 10, Miles Lawrence. At third base, number 22, John Bouchard. At first base, number 13, Liam Brunel. At shortstop, number 1, Zeke DeWeaver. In center field is number 3, Cal Day. In left field is number 6, Finn Ridge. And in right field is number 25, Zaid Smith. And here we go for the bottom of the first. Yadier Lorda Flores leading things off for Deering. It's right down the middle for strike one. It's fouled. Oh, and 2 count. And staying alive with a foul tip. And it's called a foul. So it's still 0-2 count. And that's ripped, but foul down that third baseline.
Yeah, I mean, on that foul tip, you could definitely hear it hit the bat, hit the ground, hit the glove. Nice try by the catcher, though, to try to fake out the umpire. But if I could hear it up here, I'm sure the umpire heard it down there.
And that hits the outside part of the plate for strike 3. So 1 down for Tavian Latour.
The pitcher, number 5, Tavian Latour.
Outside for ball 1. That one's hit into left. So it's going to be a 1-out single for Latour. And so...
Well, that's a good start at getting that run back. Nice hard hit ball.
So that brings up Miles Lawrence.
So all you got to do is put the ball in play.
And Lawrence fouling that one off. And checking on Latour at first.
Yeah, I could see him out of the corner of my eye taking a couple extra steps.
Latour takes off, and it's hit into right field, and it's caught by Magliozzi.
The Ram third baseman, number 22, Johnny Bouchard.
John Bouchard. At the plate. And closer play at first. Latour having to dive back. And a time called. And Latour getting picked off at first. Started to go before the pitch was thrown. And so Scarborough gets out with stranding one runner for Deering. And so after one complete, it's Scarborough 1, Deering 0. And here we go for the top of the second. Noah Magliozzi at the plate. One hits the outside part of the plate for strike one. It's a 1-1 count. Outside for ball 2. One hits the inside part of the plate for strike 2. It's a 2-2 count.
Ooh.
And tried to curve it over, just missing inside. It's a full count, 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3. So one away for Joe Donahue.
Number 13, Joe Donahue.
Ooh.
And hits Donahue.
Well, and you know, he didn't try to get out of the way of it because he's got the right to where he was standing. He certainly didn't lean into it.
So that brings up Cam Wellman.
I mean, for him, thankfully, it wasn't a fastball.
Wellman flying out to left field. Last at bat. It's low for ball 1. Check on Donahue. High for ball 2. Outside for ball 3. That one's over the plate for strike 1. Donahue taking off, and it's ball 4.
Well, there was a comment about how small a strike zone is.
15, Finn Coburn.
And I think the strike zone is smaller today due to the fact it's a beautiful day, it's sunny, and maybe the umpire needs a little extra vitamin D, and it's still early, so he'll be home in time for dinner.
Finn Coburn at the plate. And outside for ball 2. Side for ball 3. And ball 4. That's going to load the bases.
The third baseman, number 1, Matthew Falona.
And
Well-
Lawrence going out to talk to Latour.
Well, and you know the thing here is that the pitch count's going to get up there too.
Casey told me before the game that he's working on a 95 max pitch count today because they wanted to pitch Saturday. He goes the whole 110, he can't pitch Saturday. He said the innings are limited.
All right, tough position for Deeren right now, but at least there's one out.
And Matthew Falona at the plate. Infield in. That one's outside.
Going to be a long afternoon.
That one curves over. So it's a 1-1 count.
And one's a wild. Ooh. He called that a ball. Wow.
That one's over the plate. So it's a 2-2 count. That one's hit. Throw home. And you get the lead runner out. Bases remain loaded, but 2 away.
The catcher, number 20, Caden Carell.
Caden Carell at the plate. And that is over the head of Carell. One's over the strike zone for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And hits Carell to put another run on the board.
That is really too bad. Not only on the pitch, but for the batter to get hit. Well, almost out of it.
Kason Sear at the plate. Hits the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Pie for ball 1. 1-1 count. That's fouled. One and 2 count. And check swing. Count remains 1-2. And that's another hit by pitch.
the first baseman, number 19, Ryan Sugars.
And I'm not sure if there's a conversation going on with the catcher and the umpire, but you could have almost said he sort of tried to get out of the way and lean into it at the same time.
Fouled back. Ryan Sugars at the plate.
The catcher for Deeren took his time to pick up the ball.
And there for strike 2. Low for ball 1. It's a 1-2 count. And that's inside for ball 2.
Another almost hit batter.
And swing and a miss for strike 3. So that ends the inning, but Scarborough puts 2 more on the board here in the top of the second. And so after 1.5 complete, it's Scarborough 3, Deering 0.
An inning and a half.
Here we go for the bottom of the second.
Well, that was interesting last half inning. 2 RBIs on hit batters.
John Bouchard back up, leading things off for Deering. It's hit. Coburn will field it, fires over, and gets the first out.
The Ram first baseman, number 13, Liam Brunel.
Liam Brunel at the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Outside for ball 1. 1-1 count. And that's hit. And by Coburn. So Brunel with a 1-out single.
The shortstop, number 1, Zeke DeWeaver.
Well, and on that play, you would have thought the first baseman had a chance to go over there if the pitcher would have covered the bag.
Zeke DeWeaver at the plate. Outside for ball 1.
Big lead at first.
Check on Brunel.
Right at the edge of the cutout of the grass up there.
And that's hit into right. Magliozzi with the second out.
The center fielder, number 3, Cal Day.
So that's going to bring up Cal Day with 2 outs. And a time called. Check on Brunel. Another check on Burnell. That one's inside for ball one. Swing and a miss. It's a 1-1 count. Another check on Burnell.
He's got that measured pretty well. He's got his weight on his lead foot. He's still
That one's fouled. 1-2 count to Day. Another check on Burnell. One-two pitch as a swing and a miss for strike three. And that's going to end the bottom of the second.
The Scarborough pitcher was like, I don't want to leave the mound. I think he lost track how many outs there were.
And so after 2 innings complete, it's Scarborough 3, Deering 0. Here we go for the top of the third. Cam Dugan at the plate. One hits the inside part of the plate for strike one. And that one's hit, fielded by DeWeaver, and gets the out.
The right fielder, number 22, Noah Magliozzi.
Noah Magliozzi at the plate with one away. And that was curved over the plate. Magliozzi put down the bunt attempt. Outside for ball one. Swing and a miss for strike two. And that's over the plate for strike three.
Well, he's been working that pitch through the first 2 innings,
13,
and
Joe Donahue.
happened at a perfect time with a perfect pitch.
Joe Donahue, bat for Scarborough with 2 away. And that's a dribbler. Bouchard fires over and leads Brunel off the plate.
Well, it was a slow hit ground ball. He did have to rush it over there. Just didn't quite set his feet to get a good throw.
Cam Wellman at the plate. Fire down and no one there. Ball in the dirt for ball 2.
Well, so far with the runner on second, he's had the ball thrown to first and second, and it hasn't made the bag either time. And that was a balk.
Called a balk. Curved over the plate for strike 2. Fouled back. And that one's hit up the middle, so that's going to score another run.
Well, you know, last inning we saw 2 runs come in on hit batters, and this inning we've seen a run come in on,
second baseman, number 15,
I don't know what you call it.
Coburn.
A wide throw on first, no one at second, a balk at third, and then a ground ball.
And that one's up the third baseline. Wellman going all the way to third. Finn Coburn getting a double to put 2 in scoring position.
The third baseman, number 1.
Matthew Filona at the plate. High for ball 1. On the inside part of the plate for strike 1, 1-1 count. Down low for ball 2. High for ball 3. And ball 4. So walk loads the bases.
The Red Storm catcher, number 20.
Caden Carell.
Well, that's 3 innings in a row with bases loaded with Scarborough.
That one's ripped. That's going to go a long way. It's going to score at least 3. And Carell going to third.
Well, baseball's a heartbreaking sport. One little missed throw over to first has led to 4 runs.
We're going to get a mound visit.
And we'll take a quick break.
And we're back. Kason Sear at the plate. Outside for ball 2. And that one's hit into right. That's going to score another run. It's now 8-0 Scarborough.
The first baseman, number 19, Ryan Sugars.
Ryan Sugars at the plate.
Well, and the batter just reached out there and flicked it to right field.
Throw down. And Sear taking second. It's a 1-0 count. And that curved over the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And that one's ripped down the third baseline, and that's going to score another run.
I think now we're going to have some changes, and we'll be back.
And we're back. 3 changes. Zade Smith coming from right field to relieve Tavian Latour. Latour moving to shortstop. And Zeke DeWeaver now in right. Side for ball 2. Cam Dugan at the plate. That one's hit into center. Day will get underneath it. And so that's going to end the top half of the third. But Scarborough putting up 6 here in the top of the third. And after 2.5 complete, score is Scarborough 9, Deering 0. Here we go for the bottom of the third. Finn Ridge will lead things off for Deering. Inside for ball 1. It's fouled. 1-1 count. Fouled back. It's a 1-2 count. Trying to curve it over. Just missing the plate.
Catcher tried to frame it, but it was definitely too far inside.
2-2 pitch in the dirt. And that hits the outside part of the plate for strike 3. So 1 away. Bringing up Zade Smith.
The pitcher, number 25, Zade Smith.
A little high. For ball 1. It's a 1-1 count. High for ball 2. And swing and a miss. Tried to hold up the swing. It's a 2-2 count. Staying alive.
Got a good battle going on here.
And drops over the plate for strike 3. Yadier Lord of Flores
Number 27, Yadi.
will bat with 2 away. In the dirt for ball 1. Drops over the plate for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count. Outside. Ball 2. Fouling that one back. That one's hit, fielded by Dugan, and fired over for the 3rd out. And that ends the inning in a 1-2-3. And so after 3 innings complete, it's Scarborough 9, Deering 0. Here we go for the top of the 4th. Noah Magliozzi will lead things off for Scarborough. And that one just missing Magliozzi. One's fired over. It's a 1-1 count. That one's on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. Low for ball 3. And outside for ball 4. So lead off walk.
The Red Storm left fielder, number
We're going to have a pinch
13,
runner.
Joe Donahue.
Pinch runner.
Tyler Garrett will pinch run for Noah Magliozzi.
Running for Magliozzi at first base is number 21, Tyler Garrett.
It's got a good-sized lead.
In the dirt for ball 1. Joe Donahue at the plate. High for ball 2. Swing and a miss. It's a 2-1 count. One's popped up, and Latour getting underneath it for the first out. Cam Wellman will bat with one away, one on. And that one's hit into left. And the bobble throw is in and out of the glove of Bouchard.
Well, and on the throw, the runner from first goes to second.
It's Miles Lawrence at third.
The second baseman, number 15,
Oh, did they switch out catcher and third baseman?
That one's hit by Lorda Flores. It's going to score 2.
Another pinch runner. Number 11.
Running at first base for Coburn is number 11, Denver Bachman. The third baseman,
Denver Bachman
Matthew Filona.
pinch running for Coburn. Matthew Filona at the plate. First pitch is a strike. And in and out of the glove of Bouchard. And that one's ripped into left.
We're going to have a visit to the mound, and I think we're going to have another pitching change. The first baseman's coming in to grab a glove. Let's see what happens here. And number 13's going in to pitch. And we'll be back.
And we're back. And therefore, strike one. Logan Noon at the plate, pinch hitting. And changes, Liam Brunel coming in to relieve Zade Smith. Yadier Lorda Flores now at third. Anthony Profeno at second, and Miles Lawrence is at first. Foul tipped. It's a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss for strike three. So 2 away. Kaysen Sear
The designated hitter, number 23.
at the plate.
Kaysen Sear.
Outside for ball one. Up high for ball two. That one's hit into center, and Day coming over to get the third out.
Pitch in center field by Cam Day.
And so
In the
Deering gets
Scarborough
out of the
runs,
inning,
3
but allowed 2 more on the board. So after 3.5 complete, it's Scarborough 11, Deering 0.
It's a 3-1 half inning. Scarborough, the shortstop,
Here we go for the bottom of the fourth.
Fabian Latour.
Tavian Latour will lead things off for Deering. In the dirt for ball one. Deering needing to score at least 2. Being down by 11. And that's up the middle, so leadoff single for Latour. Off to good start here in the bottom of the fourth.
The first baseman, number 10, Miles Lawrence.
It's going to bring up Miles Lawrence. And it's in there for strike one. It's on the inside part of the plate for strike two. It's fouled. Count remains 0-2.
Well, and as was just I overheard, look at the difference in how much space between center field and left field to a right-handed batter.
Check on Latour. Not off the bag enough for a dive back.
And I'm sure he'll stay pretty close to the bag.
And it's a swing and a miss. Latour moving over on the ball, getting away from the catcher.
Johnny Bichard.
John Bichard at the plate. Swing and a miss for strike one. And Latour taking off, no throw down. It's a 1-1 count. Outside for ball two. That one's popped in the infield. Bachman calling off everyone to get the second out.
The pitcher, number 13, Liam Brunel.
Liam Brunel at the plate. That one curved over.
It's a beautiful pitch.
Just high. Outside for ball two.
Ooh.
And must have touched the part of the plate.
I think it touched the outside corner of the outside part of the batter's box.
In the dirt. It's a full count. And that curved over a defensive swing. And so that's going to end the inning. Deering stranding one. And so after four complete, it's Scarborough 11, Deering 0. Here we go for the top of the fifth. Andrew Sawyer will lead things off. Pie for ball 1. Lyndon McAuliffe in left and Gus Groh in center. Changes for Deering. It's a 1-1 count. It's fouled back.
Defensively for Deering, number 2, Lyndon McAuliffe is in left field. Number 21, Gus Groh in center field.
That one's popped up into shallow right, and it's going to drop in no man's land.
Not much you could do about that one.
So Sawyer with a leadoff single. Cam Dugan at the plate.
The shortstop, number 17, Cam Dugan.
Pie for ball 1. Side for ball 2. Pie for ball 3. And that's ball 4. So 2 on, no outs.
The right fielder, number 21, Tyler Garrett.
Tyler Garrett now batting. Just missing the plate. 2-0 count. Pie for ball 3.
All strikes to Aaron Judge, I might say.
That one drops over the plate. It's a 3-1 count. Fouled. It's a full count. And ball 4.
It's 8.
The left fielder, number 8, Fletcher Bristol.
And so that's going to bring up Fletcher Bristol. Up the middle, throw home, throw to first is off, and that's going to score 2. And the throw in is in time to prevent another run.
Yeah. As Don as Don states, 2 outs at home plate. On it's well, we've seen some crazy plays in this game, so
The batter is the center fielder, number 12.
Cam Wellman now bats with 2 away. And therefore, strike 1. Oh, and 2 count. High for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And so that's going to end the top of the 5th.
Top of the 5th inning.
But Scarborough's putting 2 more on the board. And so after 4.5 complete, it's Scarborough 13, Deering 0.
1 left.
And here we go for the bottom of the 5th. Denver Bachman is now at 3rd. Matthew Falona comes in to relieve Liam Vines. Cam Ziga behind the plate. And Dominic Boyd at 2nd. And it's a bunt. And fired over. Bachman getting the out.
more like a check swing bunt. Excuse me kind of swing.
So Zeke DeWeaver is thrown out, bringing up Lyndon McAuliffe.
Number 2, Lyndon McAuliffe.
The outside part of the plate for strike 1. Ball 1. Low for ball 2. That one's hit into shallow right. Dominic coming in to, going out to get the out. So 2 away.
The batter is the center fielder, number 21, Gus Grove.
Gus Grow now at the plate. Deering down to their last out. It's outside for ball 2. 2-1 count.
Looked like a pitch he's trying to work on. Not sure it got away for any other reason.
That one's hit just over the head of Dominic and goes by Tyler Garrett.
That ball was definitely tagged.
So Groh getting a 2-out double. Anthony Profeno
Second baseman, number 23, Anthony Profeno.
at the plate. And that gets away. Gus Groh taking third. It's in the dirt for ball 2. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And that one's launched into the bullpen. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, another hard hit ball. Just didn't stay fair.
In the dirt for ball 3. That's popped foul. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes to Profeno. And that one's launched foul.
They're definitely tagging the ball off this pitcher. It's just they're going foul.
And swing and a miss for strike 3. And so that ends the ball game.
During fifth, no runs, 1 hit, no errors.
And a tough game all around
Well,
for Deering.
well, I mean, they're playing a very good team. And it was going to be an uphill battle. And, looking at the scoreboard, Scarborough put up runs in every inning of this ball game. It only went 5, but they were consistent in all the fundamentals of the game. And, unfortunately for Deering, they just couldn't get runners on to try to put anything together. They had, a few base runners here and there, but they just couldn't put anything together to continue it on.
Yeah, I mean, early on in this game, definitely a lot of unforced errors on the field for Deering in the first 3 innings. They held it close in the first 2, but the throwing error to get that 3rd out, and Scarborough ended up scoring 6 in the top of the 3rd. And
as we've said throughout, this game, baseball is very unforgiving. You give a batter an extra at bat, and things happen. The throw over to first was wide, and that opened up the can of worms, and that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, they held Scarborough to only 3 runs in the first 2 innings. Scarborough could have scored way more. A lot of errors, hit by pitches, walks in the first 2 innings. Only amounted to 3 runs, but
Well, and you mentioned that they held him to only 3 runs through 2 innings. The 2 runs in the top of the second were on hit batters. And, you talk about easy runs. There was 2 of them.
yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do, but like I said, you got to take every play by play, and you got to play almost near perfect against a team like Scarborough, and so the name of the game is the defensive side of baseball, working on the fundamentals, the fielding, the throwing, but this is a young team, so you're going to have a lot of mistakes, especially with this Scarborough team with a lot of juniors and seniors on their roster who've been around for a while. It just takes time to get used to playing at the varsity level. The game moves a lot faster. The plays happen just a little bit quicker. It just takes a lot of focus to watch the ball to go in your glove, take the necessary step, and fire over. But that's what you're going to have to learn as a young team. But Deering definitely has the pieces going forward for a great team in future seasons, but a tough one here as they drop this one to Scarborough 13-0 through 5 innings. But back to the drawing board, the Deering has 3 more games, all at home. Scarborough, their next game is at home against Noble, but final score in this one is Scarborough 13, Deering 0. Saying so long. This has been a production of WPPS TV3 Portland Public Schools. Saying good night.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you again.